I do imagine there is a threshold eventually where anti-war, anti-interventionalists say it's gone too far.
Sure.
And so I think a lot of people, when they're considering primarying Joni and putting you in that position, think, okay, we don't want to be at war all the time, but is there a point where we step in?
First of all, we need to protect Americans. That's the number one. Look, if we're going to have a strong military, I think we should have a strong military. We should have the strongest military in the world that protects Americans. Okay. Now, look, if there's some country out there that's absolutely demolishing large swaths of the world, there's probably an argument there to that maybe Americans should be involved.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not gonna say that's not possible, but we've got to continue stop getting involved in all of these civil wars in the Middle East. First of all, I mean, it's constantly we're going in, we're taking a regime out of power, we're installing a new regime, going over, taking a regime out of power, installing a new regime. That regime is now turned against us, and they're fighting them, and they're fighting them. Dave Smith, who's one of the greatest Americans alive, in my opinion, who runs part of the Problem podcast, stand-up comedian, very, very smart guy. He says, if you want to know who America's next enemy is, look who we're funding now. Because it's the truth. The Taliban, ISIS. I mean, we funded all of these groups, and
then fought them,
and now we're back to funding them, but only if they go against Iran. And it's like, look, we have got to stop doing this. Period. Plain and simple.